So good to see you. Welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, I'm so excited. And if you are new, I'm also so excited. Thanks for stopping by. I am trying to grow the channel, so I'm glad to have you here. So today we are going to take a look into the energies for the week ahead. And you'll see that there are dates on this reading, but I actually believe that you can get guidance from any reading at any time, as long as you take what resonates and run with it. If you're listening to a reading or watching a reading and it doesn't make any sense to you, don't try to make it fit. But if something sticks out to you and you're like, yes, that makes sense in my life, then you know that your intuition is telling you that there's something there to pay attention to. So use your intuition, take what resonates, trust yourself above everything, because I don't know your situation. I'm just using the cards to see what energies are likely to be happening this week. You're the one that knows how to apply these cards to your life. And by the way, that means that you can disagree with what I think the cards mean. Maybe you'll see something in a card that you go, you know what, actually, that means this for me instead of that. That's awesome. Now, if the reading doesn't resonate, check out one of my other readings and come back next week. I post every Sunday for the week ahead. So today we're going to look into what energies are coming up this week for the collective. We're going to get some advice on how we can best work with these energies, and then we're going to get some oracle messages to top it all off, because I love messages from the universe. Who doesn't love messages from the universe? So, are you ready? Okay, then we have shuffled them up here, and we're going to get one more and just see what we've got. Let's get 3 cards here to see what kind of energy is coming our way this week. Wow. This is interesting to me because we have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. And these are all feminine energy. These are all women showing up in these cards. That's very interesting. So it seems to me like this is going to be a week that is somehow focused around the feminine energy. That's pretty cool. So let's see here. Let's take a look at this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is such a beautiful card. Chrisanne, who has created this deck, she really just does some incredible artwork that taps into the meaning so well. The Ace of Wands is really the card of inspiration and potential, and you can see this. I find it interesting too that the inspiration and potential, this flame of desire and ideas, it's coming from not just her head. It's very close to the third eye as well as the upper chakras. I think this is so incredible. One of the things that is interesting to me is that you see that she has something in her hair that almost looks like a net with beads or something like that. And it kind of feels to me like this idea of like holding on to that idea, holding on to that inspiration, catching that inspiration. You know how when we see people throw a net into the water and pull up a whole bunch of fish, it's like she's throwing in a net of some sort and catching this inspiration. So I see that this week is going to be really full of new ideas and inspiration, really the potential for so much to come along, which then of course leads us to this Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles, twos are always symbols of decisions and duality and balance and harmony. There tends to be some kind of opposing forces going on with twos. And you can really see it really well in this card. Now, the Pentacles refers to the material world, our physical world. So a lot of times what this means is that we are somehow trying to balance what's going on in our physical world. Perhaps this is balancing the responsibilities within our life. Now, from a feminine side, I sit there and I wonder, how are you balancing your internal world with your external world? How are you balancing your feminine side with your masculine side? Now, I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about those qualities that make up feminine pieces and that make up masculine pieces. So feminine energy is that inward, that piece that allows things to come to you, and masculine is external and going out and going after something, kind of an idea. So how are we balancing those things, especially in our material world? And I'm wondering, as we are sitting here and getting all of these incredibly new ideas and inspiration and really starting to see the potential to exist, how are we finding balance and harmony between what was and what could be, or what is and what is? Because let's face it, we have so many things that are constantly being juggled in our world. What is and what is, they are both. We have a phrase, my friends and I, we have a phrase, and also. There's always an and also. It's I have this new idea, and also I have to figure out how to take care of the responsibilities that I already have. Oh, I have this grand potential, and also I have to balance work and excitement and movement with rest, balancing that cyclical pieces of up and down, rest and action, feminine and masculine. And it seems like this is really calling us to focus on the feminine this week. Now, here's the funny thing. I look at this. This is the High Priestess, and this is, one of the ultimate feminine cards, right? She tells us to go within. She tells us the answers are within. And the other thing that she tells us is we don't need to talk about it. We only answer the questions that are asked. We only talk about things if we must. Now, if you know anything about how people who practice magic practice their rituals, they don't talk about it because it spreads the energy. They want to keep it close and keep it safe. And there's a little bit of that there. But when I look at the High Priestess, I really think of how do we go in and understand that we always sit in this place between now and then, left and right, black and white, here, there. We are in the middle place. And when we are in the middle place, how do we find balance in, what we're doing in our lives between putting our ideas and our potential out there into the world, as well as caring for ourselves and making sure that we are taking time to rest and to be quiet and to go within. Because really, when we go within, that's where the wisdom is. So I see this being a really, really big energy of this coming week. So let's grab a couple of advice cards. How do we want to get through this week? What are some things we need to keep in mind? Let's see here. We've got the Hanged Man and the Two of Cups and Strength. Oh, this is so exciting. So this is our advice for the week. Our advice is change our perspective, come together, and be strong. But that quiet strength, not that roaring strength. Again, it makes me think of the High Priestess. It's a quiet strength. It's a going within. It is really, look at all of these cards. They are just so lovely. The other thing is that we have Two of Cups. I love this card because it not only signifies to me love, but it can be love on, a relationship relationship with someone that is intimate. It can be love between friends. It can be love between families. But here's the thing. When we come together, we're able to fill up our bowls with an energy that is much greater than what we are individually. And I love that. So I'm sitting there thinking, again, balance, harmony, duality, opposing forces. You can even see it. Look how lovely she put the different skin tones in there to see that two separate things coming together to form as one. That is clear that those are two things coming together, not just one thing. So as we sit there and we are trying to balance our responsibilities and our material world with our internal world, we know that we need to go inside. The Hanged Man tells us that really the beauty is found when we're able to shift our perspective, when we are able to be open to new ideas. How interesting. Be open to new ideas. Be open to new ideas. I love it. Use our love, our relationships in order to find that balance between what we would like, what we have, and what we are trying to make happen in our lives. Rest and work. And then let's use our strength. Let's dig in deep. Let's trust ourselves. It's a quiet strength. This is not the time to go charging forward and being a madman out on the warpath. This is the time to use those internal feminine pieces that allow us to dig into secrets and figure out what really works for us. What do we really want? So now I'm going to get us 2 cards from Messages from the Universe. I like to use the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. This is by Denise Linn. And oh, look at that. Okay, so I just pulled off the top card, and it is choosing your path. All is possible. Well, this makes so much sense. We've got inspiration and new ideas coming in. We have choices and decisions to make. We have the ability to go in and decide what we want to do. And the potential is endless. The potential really exists. So let me grab my book and read to you what Denise Linn writes about choosing your path. Okay, so all is possible. New vistas are ahead, and you have the power to choose. And within this is your freedom. Do not allow the restrictions and limitations placed on you by the expectations of others deter you from your path. Be daring, cast aside conventions and restrictions. Dance, laugh, explore. Go beyond your predictable behavior. Say yes to life. You support others in stepping into their freedom. Now, one of the things that Denise Linn writes in her book is she gives a little message, and it's called The Sacred Traveler Wants You to Know. And I love that. There's just something about it that draws me into the cards even more. So, the Sacred Traveler wants you to know. Choose life on your terms. Move beyond those situations that you've outgrown. Sometimes, to be free, the traveler needs to put down his pack and just keep walking. There are times to live an ordinary life, but there are also times to cast ordinary things aside and fling your arms to the heavens in joy. You're not on the planet to always meet the needs and expectations of others. You're here to explore, expand, and step into your extraordinary self. Don't unconditionally accept the rules you've placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. Choose pathways that lead to greater freedom and happiness. I think that really resonates with these cards that we've already pulled. So let's grab our next one. Oh, this is the Hummingbird. This is a new deck. I have a friend who sent me this deck for my birthday, and it is called the Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle. It's a really beautiful deck, and I'm really thankful to have been gifted this because it feels really good right now in my life, which is awesome. So let's see, we pulled the Hummingbird. Let's see what the book says. To step Despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers, migrating between North and Central or South America to feed on the summer nectar. This gentle creature can be fiercely territorial to protect its home. Hummingbird teaches us to be gentle to ourselves and protect our personal space. Hummingbird invites you to embark on your epic quest, bypass the pile of old pain and hurts, head for the flowers, and learn to trust the calling you hear ever so softly. The buzzing you feel is the sound of your hummingbird wings, preparing you to say yes to a new adventure. This is not the time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of the moment and take bold action. Trust that success is assured, even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Know that all will be well, because all is well in the small. This mighty being comes to teach you stillness and motion, and to trust your inner knowing that the sweetest nectar is assured. Failing to act when the moment is right can spoil your journey. If you feel your safety, comfort, or day-to-day survival are more important than saying yes to the invitation to explore the unknown, you'll have to work much harder to achieve what's being offered to you freely right now. Still your mind, even in the midst of your very hectic schedule, and heed the gentle voice that calls you to test new wings. Oh my gosh, of course. Still your mind. Be strong, protect your boundaries, open up your mind, have inspiration, choose your path. There's a whole lot of you got this energy going on here, and it feels like there's a lot of encouragement to really, really stand tall in who you are and what you want. And it seems like you're going to be getting a whole lot of downloads this week about what that is. So that's what I've got for you this week. And I hope you found it helpful. I hope that you have found it really interesting and exciting. I hope you're looking forward to the week, because I want to hear how this is showing up in your life. I will be back next Sunday with a new reading, and I hope you'll join me. But between now and then, leave a comment below so that I know what's going on with you and how this showed up in your world, what resonates with you. Let's see what else. Oh, if you like to journal, I've added some tarot journaling videos and more on the way, so you can check that out. And if you like this video and subscribe to it, you're going to help me find new people to get these messages out to. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course you'll be notified when the next one's uploaded. And if you know somebody that might find this type of content helpful, please share it with them. And in the meantime, take care. See you soon. Have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.